I want to know, Ryan, Quasar, issue number 27. If you were to sum it up in one word, what would it be?
Boners.
Boners? I was going to go with sexual, but boners would work.
No, it wouldn't actually, because there was a distinct lack of boners.
Yes.
These sexual advances were entirely the other direction.
That is very true.
Lady boners.
What is going on in this issue? This is crazy.
Okay, so we've done probably like 25 of these by now, and
Yeah.
this
is different.
This one was very difficult to even wrap my head around, let alone wrap like a script around. I don't know what we're going to talk about in this podcast.
We just got to wrote down what we need to talk about, and we're just going to let it just.
We're just going to let
what
it happen.
happens.
Quasar 27.
26 like changed my life.
Right.
You know, I think
And
it's one of our
then-
best videos we've ever made.
Yes, I would agree.
And then 27. This. All right, let's just jump into it.
This is
before
like
we do.
someone jumping off a diving board and doing like 36 flips up in the air and then belly flopping into the pool.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
Like, it's awesome. 26 was really cool. And then this one's like, what is going on?
Well put, Ryan.
Thank you. I think
Before
I'm
we move
awesome,
forward,
too.
I want to hit the comment section of the last video, though, because we had so many cool comments.
We did. The last one was very good comments. We picked one from Comic G-Man 2164.
Ooh, what did he say? I want to hear from the audience.
Now I'm going to have to read me some Quasar, which I have never read. Quite frankly, you guys are turning me toward lots of new books I know nothing about. You two are like cosmic comic gods, expanding the mind of this older mortal being. There's just so much to learn and discover. Love you guys. You got my brain a-poppin'. Super new video. Nuff said.
Dang. I feel the love.
I do too. That was quite lovely.
That was a very kind comment.
Yes.
I hope issue 27 brings you that same joy, my friend.
Yes, we can only hope.
All right.
Nowhere to go but up.
Oh, apparently, because we have some stuff to talk about. So
Let's get to it.
let's just jump into it. Don't forget to hit that like, that subscribe button.
Of course.
And
This issue starts off with that nasty green goop.
yes,
That was Thanos kind of just obliterated Eon and kind of forced him out of this alternate dimension that they're fighting in. And
it's
now,
like covering the Baxter building, going into the streets.
yeah, now his whole body is like expanding and overflowing this building and just starting to take over New York and the entire world, like the Blob.
This story centers around the Blob taking over the city and heroes having to come together to stop it. But we have key Infinity Gauntlet moments.
Do we?
No. But apparently we do, because this is included in the Gauntlet saga.
This was, yeah.
So we're going to do a video
We're
on
doing it.
So they have this glob that they have to, the
Right.
situation that they got to deal with.
Yes.
But before we move on, what is this at the bottom of the page?
Wait, hold on. Who? What does that say?
That says Greg Capullo.
Interesting. Greg Capullo of New 52 Batman fame.
Hell yes. The detail. If there's one redeeming detail of this comic book, it's the pencils, it's the line work. Oh, the detail is so incredible.
It's interesting to see the trajectory of his talent, how it's evolved over the 20 or so years.
Not to mention that
then.
jawline.
Mm-hmm. That's his defining feature. It's like, oh, that's Greg Capullo. That was kind of like my first clue. That and
It's
the
like-
name at the bottom of the first page.
It's so intricate. Everything, all the line work is so intricate. There was so much time spent in every panel.
He draws that nasty green goop very well.
Yes.
It looks really gross. Props to that. Not much else.
We break back to Quasar,
Right.
and he's fighting 4 like-powered beings that have been created from the Gauntlet.
Thanos crashed the funeral of Eon, and in order to kind of delay Quasar, his whole game is delaying people who are chasing him, like Silver Surfer, and now Quasar. He's like, I'm gonna conjure up some old Quasars from the past that you're gonna have to fight, so you won't be able to chase me. And that's kind of how this issue just goes. The whole time he's fighting these 4 other beings who were wielders of the quantum bands, which
right.
apparently are the source of Quasar's power. And kind of like a Green Lantern ring, they get passed down from wielder to wielder. So he's fighting 4 versions, like ghosts, kind of the people who had worn the bands before him.
We then get a quick cut to Moondragon. Last time we saw
Right.
Moondragon, she was getting denied. by Quasar. We know
Hard.
that she wants Quasar bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, we haven't seen Moondragon not like in heat.
Yes.
Like, is that a good? I'm not trying to be mean, demeaning at all.
It's true.
This is how it's drawn. This is how it's worded.
She was in it for a couple panels in issue 26, and she was all over Quasar, and he basically shut the door in her face.
Yes.
Right. And
So-
now she's finding an asteroid kind of thing out in space.
Yeah, she has a job. She has to go and find a being that's locked in an asteroid. She has to go and dig him out.
She uses like a tractor beam and pulls this thing onto her ship and excavates a human being out of the inside of this asteroid. And as she's dressing him in his like clothes that are right next to him, somehow her first thought is like, I want this dude.
Yeah, she's like, if I wasn't gunning for Quasar,
If I wasn't already creepily attracted to this one guy who doesn't want me, I would want this one unconscious dude who's right here in front of me now.
that I just clothed.
Yeah.
What's
Like,
happening?
Who is, like, she's creepy.
She's a little
She's
creepy.
a little predatory.
She is. she is a little predatory. She's like,
Bloopers.
no. What does she say though? She says that she wants to explore the frontiers of passion.
So not
with
only
this
does she want to
man.
get down with him, she wants to push the envelope. Like, she wants to get weird with
she
him.
wants to explore
Some
parts unknown.
zero gravity shenanigans. Who knows?
The Jack of Hearts. He's a handsome man, apparently.
Apparently. She
I
saw
mean-
something when she was putting his clothes on,
It's
and
because Greg Capullo, he can do that jawline.
you can tell.
Yeah, it
That
makes him
rugged
handsome.
Capullo jawline.
Yeah, props.
Anyway,
Anyways, so
that's it. That's all she's in the issue for.
That's all she's in the
By the
issue for,
way.
and that's actually all the sexual stuff in this issue. I'm entirely kidding because
Nope.
we have to move on to the Infinity Gauntlet tie-in.
The one minuscule tie-in to the overarching.
2 pages.
Yes.
2 pages of Strange. Let's go get some Strange right now, Ryan.
Yeah. At
All
Doctor
right.
Strange's house.
So Doctor Strange, he's not here.
No, he's
We
nowhere
have-
to be found.
No, we have him. We have the Warlock.
Adam Warlock, yeah. Did he even ever come out of the Soul Gem? He just transported Silver Surfer and Drax out of the Soul Gem a long time ago, and I
they
don't think
came-
did we see him at any point after that?
I don't recall seeing him out of the gem. This is
Since
like
he,
the
like-
first time
Yeah.
he is out and about.
He's
We're
just chilling
seeing-
at Doctor Strange's like they're buddies.
Yeah, well, they're trying to figure out. Well, he's stressed. He's like, what do? We got to get going. I have to get out of this house. I have to go figure out what the hell to do. Half the
People-
population
yeah.
is gone. This is on me. This is a really freaking stressful time. And there's this like, okay, hold on. There's like a super fan here. There's this woman who's literally dressed like me.
She's like a mirror of him, but with longer hair and female attributes.
Her.
Her instead of him. Her.
Yeah. He's like, wait a minute. Who are you? What do you? Okay, I gotta go. I'm busy, but what can I do for you?
Let's get down.
Oh, she's like, I'm your counterpart.
I'm here to
I'm
make
here.
babies with you.
I'm here to procreate.
Yeah.
Come on, let's like, I know
It's our
that
destiny.
the universe is in peril, but let's just start repopulating this bitch. Like,
let's get down right
let's
now.
get it on. That's what she's
Right in front of Doctor Strange's house. And
Yeah.
he's like, nah.
No.
I got friend zone. Not even that. Like, I got shit to do.
Oh, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for these superheroes. They're just fighting off all these females who just want to.
Fans. They're
fans.
Very overexcited fans.
They're just really excited. They want to chill, and
We know what that's like.
yeah. Oh, of course.
Rough.
It's a rough life, but you know
Sorry,
what?
no time.
No time.
Save the world.
We got to
Bags and Boys podcast. Like and subscribe.
Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. What is happening? But you know what?
That's it. That's
There's
as
no
far,
time
that's
to
as close as
procreate.
this gets to Infinity Gauntlet. Is
That's it.
Adam Warlock's shutting this girl down.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's all we get.
Because then we move back to like the green goop, and it's
The goop.
the Squadron Supreme.
Oh, let's get everybody involved. We got the squad. Like, what are we gonna do? There's like this cosmic being.
Where are the Avengers? Where are the cool superheroes?
No, they gotta
Who are
get.
these assholes? Like, I don't even know who these people are. This is so
Hey,
weird.
you know, Moon Knight is here. You got Sleepwalker.
Moon Knight
you
was
know.
there, but he was never like addressed. He's like in the background of a panel.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's the
just-
only person I recognized.
There's a couple people you recognized.
Hyperion, like I think Jonathan Hickman used him in like Avengers relatively recently,
It's a
but
bunch
he's
of
super
characters.
obscure.
What are they doing? They're like shooting laser beams.
Yeah, they're doing a pretty good job of like fighting this slime,
Yeah,
which I don't even know what that.
I don't know what that entails.
Does it fight back? Is there combat happening, or are
Is
they
this just like a mold infesting New York? I'm
I'm
not
feeling
sure.
like this is a volcano, like hot lava is kind of slowly moving through the city, and they're
Don't
fighting.
step on it.
Yeah,
Careful not to step on the lava.
It's an inanimate like force of nature that's just kind of creeping and destroying everything it touches.
Okay, so this is where the comic book gets so good. He just stopped and went, "Oh, I love this.
Oh, I love it so much.
This is my favorite kind of comic book writing, cosmic writing." Ryan, why don't you just take over here?
There's a very specific kind of cosmic language that gets used in comic books that just triggers me. I don't know why. There's a scene right after this where Quasar starts talking about. I should have a direct quote for it now.
You should just pull it up. You should
pull
just pull up the direct quote because it's. I know what you're talking about. It's really funny because it's perfect. This is, you mentioned it. You're like, I hate it when comic books do this, and I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm giving you this voice here. It's because I'm a little sick.
That's how I talk. No, that's how I talk.
I hate when comic books do this. But
it's a complaining voice.
But no, it's real.
Quasar's in space, and he is trying to figure out a way to fight back against these 4 Quasar ghosts that he's been fighting the entire issue. And he says, "This place is part of the infrastructure of our universe. The plane of infinite potential energy the quantum bands constantly interface with. All the energies the quantum bands tap flow through here. My pursuers should be here any time now, assuming they all know how to quantum jump." Like a bunch of weird 80s like sci-fi lingo that doesn't really mean anything. And they're just pulling it out of nowhere. And, I don't know.
So I would say that you're looking too much into it.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a big book, so I'm going to agree with you by the end of this.
Okay.
Because, like, how does this resolve?
There's a lot. Like, they trap him in a big box at some point. They all combine their powers and trap him in a box. And he spends, like, 3 pages stuck in the box. Like, how do I get out of the box? What do I do? And then he's like, I'll break through. And off screen even, like, it shows...
I'll break through, and he's gone.
It cuts to, like, them fighting the goop back on planet Earth or whatever. And then it cuts back to Quasar, and he's blasting out of the box. Like, oh, I got out of the box now. And then he just turns around and shoots them.
Because of space. And he's got this... By the way, Capullo's space cape is freaking badass.
We talked about that in the last issue. Quasar's got a cool like star cape on the inside of his cape.
Galaxy,
and he draws it way nicer than it was drawn in issue 26.
Greg Capullo, man, he's so awesome.
He's really cool.
And that's how this issue ends.
Sure, I don't even know if that's how it ends, but that's close enough. He blasts them and they're gone.
And they get rid of the goop.
No, he finds out that at the center of this goop is like an egg.
Yeah, there's an egg in the goop.
He's hearing a voice in his head, Quasar, and he's like, I better go into the center of the goop because down there's an egg. And he goes and opens it up, and inside is this really creepy, nasty Eon baby. And it's a lady now.
Yep.
And it's just a reincarnation. So now he's got to raise the baby Eon.
You know what this makes me think of? What? When we first decided to do breakdown videos,
yeah.
you told me, you're like, dude, I don't know, man. Some comic books, they just get so out there and they mean nothing. And it's just kind of gets to be a little bit of nonsense filled with kind of filler. And if we're due to do all the crossovers,
right,
we're going to hit some weird stuff that's not going to go anywhere. And I don't think the people are going to like it.
This is going to be the test.
So I want to know, what do you guys think in the comment section below?
This is Quasar 27. We covered it, even though we probably could have skipped it.
But we're going to do it.
But we're going to do it.
We're doing all of it.
It's part of it. It's got Adam Warlock in it, so it counts.
It's awesome line work.
It is.
It is. It's funny.
Stuff.
I thought this was funny. I thought that this was interesting. Like
I was not a fan.
It's a weird thing. Did you not have fun reading that comic book though?
It was fun.
There we go. If you had fun, it did its job. It
sure.
caused a feeling of joy, even if it was a small one. Hey, and shout out to Greg Capullo for making it happen.
Yes, if he was not drawing this issue, I would have gotten immensely less pleasure out of reading it.
Mm-hmm. We've read some Silver Surfer issues that were worse than this.
Possibly. I'd have to go back and reread them.
Remember the whole unemployment
The ones
gig?
we skipped over?
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
That's true.
All right, so I want to know from the audience, what do you think about Quasar 27? Because what's our next issue we're covering?
We're going back to Infinity Gauntlet. Issue number 2 is next in our coverage. So,
and we're going to be actually finishing up a lot of the crossovers because now it's mostly Hulk, Silver Surfer.
From here on out, it's the rest of the main Infinity Gauntlet issues. The crossovers are now just Silver Surfer, Doctor Strange, and Hulk, I believe.
Correct.
So it's going to be a little bit more clear-cut, straightforward badassness on the way up. So I'm looking forward to that.
Looking forward to seeing some crazy Thanos goodness. We do appreciate your time today. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that like, that subscribe button, ring that bell, because who knows if
Bring it.
YouTube's going to even show you this video on your phone anymore. So let's just cover all the bases. And the last thing that you absolutely need to do.
Don't forget, geek responsibly.
Nothing.
Said. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you want to sign up for the mystery mail call, you can do that by hitting the link in the description below. We'll send you a lot of really awesome and you're going to like all the I'm excited to send you the because are good for everybody.